Hello guys and welcome back to, of course, more figure reviews. It's been a year since I've done any. It has been quite a while. So the reason for, obviously, it's a new year, new start. Yeah, so today I'm going to be reviewing the DC Icon Superman, which Amber's parents bought me for Christmas. I love it, I think it's awesome, and it will be the Superman I will most likely use in my Superman film coming later this year. So let's just take a look at the packaging. So as you can see, you've got obviously a big window with Superman in it. It says DC Comics down the side there. Of course, it does say DC Icon. Well, it just says Icons, but obviously that means DC Icons. You have, you've got the full window. It says Superman on the side. Just warning, choking hazards. DC logo. Yeah, just a bit of shininess at the top. On the back, well, I can turn it around. Well, on the side we just have the Superman logo down there and some shit. On the back it just has a picture of some of the other figures that are available. So you have the Aquaman, Superman. I'm not actually sure who that girl is. I can't tell if it's Starfire or what. And Harley Quinn, obviously, like it says Icons there. It says whose this figures were sculpted by. Ivan Reis and it was designed by Ivan Reis and sculpted by Eric Saucer. Obviously there up here you do have some larger photos of the figures, which do look quite cool, and I wouldn't mind getting. But anyway, without further ado, let's look at the figure. So as you can see, we do have a high amount of detail on Superman's face. I do apologise for the reflection on his logo. It just proves how glossy the acrylic paint on this figure actually is. Now personally, I love the sculpt of his face. There aren't many, a lot of times I'll get a figure and the actual sculpting of the face will be a bit odd and a little bit weird. Obviously, like I said, the Superman logo is quite cool. He does definitely have a lot of muscles in him. Obviously, like you said, this is kind of a lot like the classic Superman style costume with the underpants over pants. Obviously, and going down there you have his red boots. Now, obviously, like I said, it is a lot like the classic Superman kind of costume, but the face is definitely a more modern one. Now, he does have some swappable hands, which I'll show you in a little bit later on. But, on the back, which I'll just turn him round just to show you, like you can see on the back of his cape, he does actually have a yellow Superman thingy, and the actual cape's kind of made out of really rubbery, kind of flimsy material, which is really good, and that's why I think the figure's really cool. Now, one thing for sure is obviously how cool this figure actually is. Now, obviously he does just stand there. So that's about it for detail. Obviously I will just show you his face a little bit more closer up, just whilst I've got him a little bit closer, so just bear with me. So as you can see here, he is very detailed in the face. I do apologise for the actual lighting. In fact, how about I do this for you guys, just so that you can see him. Alright, so as you can see, he does have a lot of detail on his face. He has nice blue eyes. He does have a very, very detailed jawbone and cheeks. He has obviously his lips and everything, and his hair with a little curl, a bit like Brandon Routh when he played him. But other than that, I love the figure. I love all the muscles and things that are on his design. So let's go into this figure. As you can see, his head, just give me a second. His head does move ever so slightly, as you can see here. It tends to move up and down more than anything, which obviously you can see there. His arms do the full 360, but obviously they are slightly hinged by the cape at the shoulder, but that's not to worry about. He does, his arms can go out quite a bit because they are slightly ball jointed, but they are very stiff, as you can see there. He does do a 360 at the bicep. He has double jointed elbows, and he does do 360 at the wrist, as well as having a slight hinge which can move up and down, which is very stiff. Moving down, obviously he has an ab crunch, as you can see. there. He can swivel side to side. He can do the splits, which is awesome. His knees are double jointed, so he can kick himself up the arse. And feet wise, he can move side to side like this, or he can move up and down like this. So he's definitely good for if you was using it to recreate some kind of fight scene kind of thing, which that would be quite cool. Now obviously you will have seen at the start of this, it does actually come with two hands, which you might have seen on the packaging. So just to swap those hands out, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. All you do is you get the two other hands. I have to put them on the right hand this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring him back with the new hands on. Obviously he had fists, and now he has slightly opened hands that he can go to grab someone with. But yeah, I love this figure. I think it's an awesome Superman figure, and it will be the one I'll be using in the Superman movie. It's the best Superman figure I actually own, so I do thank Amber's parents for it quite a lot. So I'm just going to move him out of frame, and we're actually going to bring in the other accessory that comes with this. I say it's an accessory, it's kind of like an extra figure type thing. Now, correct me if I am wrong in the comments, please. But I believe this is actually Kelax, which is the guy that's inside the Fortress of Solitude, which tells him everything he needs to know. I do want to get a lower shot of him, just because of how, obviously I have had to put him on this clear plastic frame just to hold him up, but he does seem to be kind of falling over. But as you can see, he just has a bit of a bronze paint on him. He has a little see-through plastic, translucent kind of red thing on him, and his arms do move up and down. I don't think they move outwards, no, they just move up and down. But that's about all the articulation he's had, apart from his head, which can do the full 360. I'm not sure if it is Kelax. I think it is Kelax. If I'm wrong, please do correct me in the comments, but I am pretty sure he's called Kelax. I cannot remember. It has been a long time since I've actually seen him in anything. And of course he does come with this very translucent base, which just comes with a pole and a little round dish, which the pole just sticks in the round dish, and then this goes up him. Obviously for displaying, if I want filming this on a slight angle, with the studio on the angle, then he probably would stand up, but because I am filming it on an angle, he's just reluctant to standing up. He won't do it. A little bit behind the scenes for you there, getting a sneaky peek. But yeah, anyway, other than that, that's Kelax. Anyway guys, that's about all that I can do for today. Thanks for watching. Of course, this is been the DC Icons Superman action figure review. If you enjoyed the review and you would like to pick up the figure, go check it out. I'll try and leave a link in the description to where you can buy the figure on Amazon. But other than that, definitely go check out the figure. It is an awesome figure, and I would give it a 5 out of 5. I love the figure, and it will be the Superman that will be appearing in the Superman film later this year. So look out for the trailer for that film, and look out for that film coming out. You will be excited. I do still have some parts ready to be cast, so if you are interested, do leave me a comment down below if you want to be in the film or involved in any way. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe.